Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to this very big job that I found myself a part of. Just how big is this job? Well, it starts up here by the road and it goes way back there to the back of the property. One of the ways that we make money here at Cutting Edge is we started going after big major cleanup jobs. And this one right here is the biggest one we've done. Just how big is it? Well, when we showed up, you could not see that fence line. The bushes came out to this tree right here, which that's the property line. So you couldn't see any of that. All the way down this driveway was nothing but brush, about 20 feet wide. You also could not see this tree line that was also brush. And that's not all. The fence line over here was also brush all the way down. So you couldn't see this fence line, you couldn't see this tree line, and you could not see that fence line. And this has been a very good job. One of the best jobs we've ever got, but it's also the biggest job we've ever gotten. And this job made me realize I may not have all the equipment I need to do the jobs I'm going after. Now, when we started landscaping, we weren't going after this type of work. But I learned that there is a need for this, and a need that I want to fulfill because I actually enjoy this type of work. But I don't have the equipment to do it, at least not on this scale. Now, typically when we do jobs like this, they haven't been on this scale, meaning we might have one or two piles this size, and they're very easy to manage. We can load them on a trailer and go haul them off somewhere, or we can burn them on location. We quickly realized that this job is so big, this would be days of hauling stuff off. I mean, it goes way back there. It sure would be nice if I had a tractor or a skid steer to help with this operation. Well, those are very expensive pieces of equipment, and I don't want to go buy a tractor or a skid steer just for one job. So I'm left with the only choice. I'm gonna rent one. I'm gonna rent a tractor to complete this job. So while I head up to get the tractor right now, let's take a moment to thank today's sponsor and the sponsor of this video, Jobber. In today's age, you can't run a successful home service business without the help of Jobber. That's why it's trusted by more than 200,000 home service professionals, because they know what it takes to get the job done. So what exactly is Jobber? Well, it's a home service software that helps me run my business. It allows me to automate and control my entire operations in one place. From quoting to scheduling to invoicing to payments, Jobber has a solution for every one of your needs. Not only does it put my entire operation in one convenient location, I now have access to make custom branded quotes, and my customers can view them on the dashboard. They can also select add-on services. So without talking to me, they can say, hey, next time when you're here, go ahead and do the flower beds or trim the bushes. They can literally select a checkbox and that service will be added to the schedule. Speaking of schedules, the best part about all this is I don't have to think about what's going on next week. Once I do the work and add all the notes in, the schedule automatically populates what jobs are due and what date. The customer can also see when they're expecting to see me next. The best part about all the scheduling stuff is I can send automated emails and text messages letting you know that I'm on my way. And when the job's complete, the best part about it is I can send an automated invoice and collect payments online over the dashboard. Before, I kept everything either in my cell phone or in my head or on sticky notes all around the truck and trailer. Hopefully I would remember to put them in some sort of logical order that would make sense, that I wouldn't miss a customer next week because I forgot to write something down or rewrite something down or remind myself that I wrote something down and lost the note. Now, all I have to do is wake up every morning, look at my schedule, and I know what's going on for the day. And if any time during the day something new comes up, I grab my phone right here, I make adjustments, and it automatically sends all the automated text and emails to all the customers and the people involved so that we know that there is a change in the schedule. And the biggest advantage to using Jobber now is I freed up so much time that I used to spend on my admin stuff, and now I have more time to help service my customers. So if you're interested in learning more about Jobber, check the link in the description below. We can offer you a 14-day free trial and a special discount on me. And we're back. Do you guys want to see the rental we have to help us finish this job? It's a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be, but check it out. So this is a Kubota. I believe it's a 25 horse. It's a 2502. It has a loader. We opted for the grapple because, well, we need to pick things up. And we went ahead and had the 5-foot bush hog put on because, well, I need to clean up the fence lines. And the first day I tried to use my Skag and it cost me, well, we bent some blades. So we're not using the Skag no more to clean that up. We're gonna go ahead and do a final cut with this before we bring the mower in and start making it look like a manicure yard. And it also came with this trailer. So now we have a piece of equipment that's gonna help us do that job. I've been messing around with this little tractor, and first impressions, it's actually really cool. It's a cool little machine. It's not big, it doesn't do a lot of work, but it's perfect for the job we're doing. I will say that getting used to the way this thing drives is what's taking me some moments, because you have a foot pedal that's forward reverse. Not really used to that. Some of you guys may not know that along with my lawn care company, I do side work for several families in the area where I drive tractors, but they're much larger tractors, you know? And so this is my first time driving a small tractor, and it's really cool, like, because it does all the things big tractors do. It just does it smaller and more compact, and it's very maneuverable, and it's really light. I will say I'm used to a grapple that could pick all this up really easily. It's very easy to overload this and not be able to lift it. It's easy to stop this from moving because, well, it's only 25 horse. But overall, I'm really impressed with this little tractor. And so far, I've got a giant pile piled up that we're gonna start the fire right now. I got my fire watches just showed up. And then once we get the fire going, we're gonna continue piling all this up and making it disappear. And our fire's going, and we have the fire watch here. Y'all may know him if you've watched our other channel, but we got Phil.
How y'all
and
doing?
Mr. Thomas. Phil, I can't decide. Are you working for Cutting Edge or paving new paths today?
Hey, I'm just wearing a uniform. I'm not working. That's another one of them 4-letter words. What do y'all think? We ought to be burning it today or not? Oh, they got to go home. They said nope.
So while that fire burns, I'm gonna jump back in the tractor and feed the flames. How about an epic montage of this little tractor at work? It has been several hours of me and the tractor, and we've come a long way. We still have a long way to go, but man, we've come a long way. Y'all ready for this? Earlier this morning, this was just a path of cut down limbs and trees, and you couldn't even see my truck. Now look at it. So we still got some cleaning up right here. We still have some right here, but overall, a majority of the things that we have cut down and pulled away from the fence are now over there in the fire, and they're just about burned down. And the rest of the place, well, earlier it was nothing but debris here. Still some more stuff to do. Basically, it's all the detail stuff right now. So now I'm coming in with the grapple, and I'm having to clean up these areas right here, and then I'll take the little brush hog and I'll back in over that stuff and clean it up to look something like that. So when we're done, everything that's not fence will be that right there. So the whole area will look just like this. I will say we made a really good dent in it for our first day. So we have this rental for 2 days because I kind of figured it was going to be a much bigger job than I thought. So far, my impressions of the tractor, it's doing the job. It's a great rental, but if I were to buy one, I don't think I would buy one that small. It's awesome that it's small because I can fit into all these little areas where if I had a bigger tractor, it might be more difficult. But because it's small, the grapple is very small, the horsepower is small, it's very easy to overwork or overload the machine to where it just doesn't do anything. Like if you have too much in the grapple, sometimes you can't even go through this little ditch right here because it doesn't have any power left to drive the thing. The tractor is actually really awesome because I don't own one and I couldn't do this job without it. But if I were to buy one, I think I would go with something with more power. That's the update. We are coming along good. It's getting close to the end of day one. We're just doing some little detail work, getting the fire to calm down, because we're probably gonna have to close up for the night and come back tomorrow and hopefully finish all this up. Welcome to day two. Well, it's the end of day two. I decided not to film today while we were working and show you guys the finished product. And it looks amazing. I wish I would have taken better pictures of before y'all saw it from the beginning, but look at this. This was all brush, all the way down this driveway to back there. All this was brush, and now it's all beautiful. And I don't think we could have done it without the tractor. This job was probably a job that I overextended myself as far as our capabilities as a company, because I hired 3 people to help me do this, and we had to rent a tractor. But now I realize this is probably work that we should be going after, because I've turned down jobs like this because I didn't think I could do it. And now that we're done, I realize there's an opportunity here. We can make very good money doing jobs like this. Just like this, doing the things no one else wants to do and making this beautiful. And you're probably wondering, what did it cost to rent that tractor? Well, it was very expensive. Well, we still made money, but I didn't account for the fact I was gonna rent the tractor, so it's expensive that way, as it cost me some of my profit margin. But overall, it's not terribly expensive if you had to rent it to do a job. We paid $575 a day, and that was for the tractor, the brush hog, the grapple, and the trailer, and for a total of around $1,150. I wonder how much it costs to buy a tractor like that. What could I buy? Like, if I'm paying $575 a day to rent it, what does it cost to own it? Welcome to the John Deere dealership. We are up here to find out what can our rental money buy so we could own a piece of equipment ourselves. So we spent $576 a day to rent a 25 horsepower tractor. Well, this right here is a 25 horsepower tractor by John Deere. It's a 3025E. It is a 3 series compact tractor with a loader, and you get all kinds of options and things to go with it. But this right here is gonna run you about $30,000 depending on your options, which comes out to about $575 a month. So this right here costs the same to own per month as 1 day of rental from the other place. So if we wanted to own the same tractor we rented, it would cost us $575 a month to have this. And that tractor is really, really nice. But what if I wanted to go bigger? Remember, we spent around $1,200 to rent that tractor for 2 days. That tractor is perfectly fine for what we were doing, but maybe something bigger would be better for the big picture of our operation. Enter the 5100E. Now this tractor doesn't have a loader, but we would get one with a loader and a few more options. But this is basically about $90,000. Do you know how much it costs to pay off a $90,000 tractor? It costs you around $1,000 a month. So for $1,000 a month, or about the same price as it cost me 2 days rental of the tractor, I can get me a big 100 horse John Deere tractor. Well, what would you use that for? Well, I would use this for the same thing I use that for, but if I got that, I would only have to go after specific jobs. If I got this, I could do all the jobs that can do, but I can do bigger jobs with this one. So it comes down to, what direction is my business gonna go? Because just last week, I wasn't thinking about buying a tractor. I wasn't thinking about going after jobs that required a tractor. I wasn't thinking about any of this. I was perfectly fine just mowing yards and doing my cleanups. But after this job, it's got me thinking, I'm missing out on an opportunity to make money that I didn't know existed. But now that I do, all it requires is me to have a bigger piece of equipment to earn that kind of money. And this right here earns a whole lot more money per day than me mowing yards with my scat. Now this will never be a full-time job, but this is a great supplement to my business. That's also pretty good, but if I'm gonna buy a tractor, I want a tractor that's an all-around useful piece of equipment for more than just one thing. That would be great for small work. This would be great for big work. New tractor smell. I've never actually smelled a brand new tractor. This is pretty nice. It's very bare bones, and we'd probably get a few more options, but something like this would be very good for our business. Now that being said, we're not just gonna shop here. We're gonna go right across the street because they have some used John Deeres and they have some Massey Ferguson tractors, because, well, I like to keep everybody honest. I love me some green. I know it's not a green tractor, but these red ones are pretty cool too. and they're pretty affordable compared to what you're getting versus John Deere and the horsepower you're getting. So we actually have two models here we looked at. We have this one right here. This is a 6713, so it's a 6 Series Massey. I don't know what the 13 means because it's really only 120 horsepower, but this is a nice tractor, and this is one that I've been using on my side business where I mow pastures. So I'm used to this. All this is good. All this is good. All this, good tractor. This tractor cost about $105,000. So it's a little bit more expensive than renting that tractor for 2 days. I think this one comes in at like, I think he said $1,500 a month. So it's a little on the pricey side, but it's a much bigger tractor. It's a 120 horsepower tractor, and it can do the work. Let's go check out the one next door, slightly smaller. This one looks just like that one, but it's a 5711. So it's a 5 Series tractor, but it's 110 horsepower. We also use one like this on the pasture mowing jobs. And this one is also a great tractor. And it's also really affordable. So this, all good. Used to all this stuff right here. Good tractors. You can get this one for about $89,000 or about $1,100 to $1,200 a month. So this right here is the same price as renting that 25 horse for 2 days. So now I have choices. Do I go with red or do I go across the street and get the green? They're both nice things, but it makes you want to consider, what is your goals for your company? Because several days ago, I didn't know I wanted a tractor. Now here I am looking at tractors because I see an opportunity and I want to go after it. And I know if I make the decision with that tractor, this tractor, a John Deere, or any tractor, I will find a way to make money with it. And I guess that's what it comes down to. I wasn't looking for this type of work, but now that I found it, now I'm looking for a piece of equipment to make that kind of work easier and better. The only thing holding me back is myself, because I got the tractors here, the work's out there, but if I get the tractor, I'm gonna have to reevaluate my company goals and utilize this asset, because if I have a $100,000 tractor, I'm gonna have to find a reason to make it work every day. Yeah, I know, I got the Skags and all the landscaping stuff, and that does just fine. But this almost might be its own separate business. Like we have the residential mowing, and then this could be the commercial mowing, or the big mowing, the big pasture mowing, the big field mowing. But we can also use it as a tool to help with landscaping, because I need a loader. I can do dirt work, I can do grapple work, I can put attachments back here and do all kinds of work. So this gives me so many more choices and ways I can make money using my time and my assets. While I figure out what kind of tractor I'm gonna get, you guys let me know. Should I get a tractor? And if so, which one should I get? And should I grow my business into this direction? Thanks for hanging out. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.